Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Chris with the C. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for joining me today. Guys, we're meeting up with a special guest at some point. As you guys probably know, you've probably seen on the post, Larry from L to the W has come over to the UK to visit myself and a few other people. And he's going to be turning up with a few little surprises for me, apparently. Now, you've probably seen the posts on Facebook on my community tab, that sort of thing. There is a new car coming to the channel now. I'm not going to sort of spoil it until we actually get the knock on the door and ask him to come in. But yeah, really, really good to see him come over. Obviously, hell of a journey as well. Hell of a journey. He's been, well, let's think. He's come from America via 2 planes. Landed in the UK, I believe, at Heathrow. Ended up staying in central London, been to Paris, and then ended up over here in not sunny. Well, it is sunny today, sunny Wales. And yeah, I think then obviously he's going to come up for a bash with us as well. But today, this video is more about seeing Larry, meeting up with him, and I'm going to show you the little present. Well, I wouldn't say it's a present because I have purchased this myself, but he was kind enough to bring it over from America for me. So right, without further ado, let's wait for that knock on the door and we'll go from there. But massive thank you to each and everybody who obviously watching all the videos. I really do appreciate it. See you in a second, guys. Hang on, somebody at the door, somebody at the door.
Answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
That's the good stuff.
How you doing, buddy?
Good. We gotta have it. You know what else is good? Delivering your friend.
Check it out.
All the way from the United States.
Yeah!
There you go, buddy.
Thank you, buddy. Awesome.
One Redcat.
Thank you very much. You staying there, finish your coffee, you're going to come in?
Yeah. They might look weird walking down the street. Bring me coffee.
Hey guys, so right, welcome back. Thanks, Larry, for doing this. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Trip okay?
Yeah.
Good.
It's exciting.
Right, so let me just kind of put this in perspective. Larry has brought this all the way from the USA. Now, guys, this, I believe, is possibly the first one in the UK. Maybe the only one in the UK.
I hope so.
Now, just to put this kind of where is at, this poor guy has came up with all sorts of clever ways of putting this on a plane in a suitcase. Yeah, I mean, the box came and it looked like some sort of origami duck.
We got it in the suitcase. So
Larry has already reviewed the Valkyrie on his channel. You've got the truggy, haven't you?
Yeah. Sure.
And I'm obviously big fan of his channel as well. And I was looking at it thinking, well, I'd like to get my hands on one of these. In the UK, you cannot buy Redcat. Redcat's not a thing. All right. There is. You've got WOV Racing, which is kind of not the same thing. You've got now PD Racing. You can't get Redcat. Now, Redcat for me is a pretty big brand for you guys in America, isn't it?
Not one of the big or small like Traxxas and Arma, but it's there. I mean, the major stores sell it.
Yeah. But what intrigued me with this more than anything was the fact that the price point it was at. So you're talking 4S truck,
yeah,
Hobbywing system, 35 kilogram servo. Tires are essentially like Badlands, and I mean, I'm already spoiling it for you guys. I mean, it's going to be an unboxing. It's not going to be too technical because I mean, quite honestly, I just want to get the truck out and have a look at it. But 1950 kV motor, 3670 Hobbywing Max10 ESC. So obviously he's got the adjustable back and everything on there. 35 kilogram Hexfly, I think it is a Hexfly servo. Hexfly. But it is a 4S truck, 110 scale, and they're selling it for $299. I mean, that's crazy, man. You cannot buy a truck like that. So in the UK, to put that in perspective, if you've got to buy a 4S arm over here, you're looking £469. And I think we did the conversion, and it worked out. I think this was somewhere in the region of like £270 or maybe a bit more. I don't know which one.
It's less than US, but
Yeah.
It's a great bit, and the thing's fast. It's tough. I slam mine around. It's taking a beating, an absolute beating.
Any sort of caveats to the truck? Is anything you like to sort of, from you running it, is anything that you think, well, that could have been easier, or?
Yeah, opening the diffs, working on the diffs is a chore. 'Cause you have very small screws to get into the set screws that release the pins for the axles. So you got to take the set screw out to get the pins out to release the universal joints, so you can even get the diff case open.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and then there's like a million screws.
So there's a big problem there, as you know, guys. I kind of service everything before I run it, but I think this could possibly be an exception to the rule. Judging on what you're saying, I don't think I want to go down that route just yet.
It's going to take a while to open it. It would.
The other thing is, I mean, I don't get why Redcat, because I mean, the value, sort of, that gives you an idea of what the truck is. You might not have seen this. The American viewers have definitely seen one of these. You're in the UK, we can't get hold of them. You've probably seen images on the net, but I mean, what I seen the other day was on Model Sport here in the UK. They've just come up with a PD Racing, and I showed you the image, of it. So exactly the same truck underneath, and it's ugly, man.
The body.
It's not good. I mean, there was the body that caught my attention with this one.
The one they're going to sell here is just like a flat black kind of.
Yeah, it's soulless, if anything.
You can't really see any of the detail of the body.
No.
Where this, you got two-tone, you had the red and the silver and and stuff. It really pops.
It's kind of got that kind of 80s.
And you get the silver wheels too that also add to it.
It's kind of got that like 80s sort of American pickup truck vibe.
Yeah, the old square body Chevy kind of.
Is that what it is? A Chevy, is it?
It's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah. Right, let's get the box open because I can't wait much longer. It's really frying my brain. In the box, you get, now bearing in mind, obviously how the box is here is a little bit different to how you'd kind of get it when you would get yours, because you had to come up with like clever ways.
Well, there was just a cardboard insert that went around the tires to keep the vehicle from shifting. And then I think the remote had a small cardboard box.
All right, okay.
But other than that, yeah, this is how it comes. I said there's just a piece of cardboard on each side that goes like around the tires.
So like on the armors, on when on your 4S armor, if you remember, there's like a piece of cardboard that takes over. Yeah, same thing.
So that's it. I couldn't quite get that much cardboard in my suitcase.
Can you explain to the guys at home why?
Redcat put the wrong shocks on some of the cars. There's supposed to be a threaded end, which is supposed to be stronger, but they found out some of the cars ship with a pressed-on end. Okay. So what they offered is if you just tell them that you got the car, they send you the proper threaded shocks.
Which is, I mean, come on, in all fairness, I mean, that support-wise, that's absolutely amazing. Like, if we were to try I mean, look.
They send a full set, no questions asked. If you bought one of these before a certain time, they know that they had the wrong, or possibly some trucks like mine, all 4 of them are pressed on, they're all wrong. There was another YouTuber who did a video, he had half and half threaded, half pressed on.
All right, okay.
So, but they don't, they just send you the shocks if you bought the red.
And they're all ready, but the feeling on them as well, they're oil filled, everything's ready to go, so it's just a case of taking them on, screw them on, job done. Yeah,
you didn't have to prove anything, you didn't have to like sit there and unthread your shocks and show them that.
Well, they didn't ask you for any proof. See, again, product support, massive thing.
There was like another RC company, which we won't mention, mismade a motor mount plate.
Oh, okay, I know where this story is.
And all they did was just jam the wrong screw in there, messing up that motor mount plate, instead of making it right and sending people the right motor mount, the plate that was drilled properly.
Yep.
And the right screw.
Yep.
You were on your own.
I had the same issue, as you know. We've spoken about this.
But Redcat,
awesome.
Yeah, just sends out the shocks.
Yep. So we got two shocks that Larry has kindly sent. They've sent out the shocks already. So bearing in mind they're not the ones that are on the car. We've also got an instruction manual, some stickers, some decals, which again, I like that, you know, being able to customise your vehicle, that's pretty cool. Any warranty? I don't think I'm going to get a warranty card here, mine.
Well, the card's in there, I imagine.
Yeah, I don't think they'll warranty anyone in the UK with a car that's been sent over on a plane. We could try.
You bought it.
3-channel, is it a 3-channel remote? I believe, 3-channel remote. Quite nice looking actually, to be honest. It was the first time I've seen this Redcat. Yeah, 3 channels. 1, 2, 3, yeah, so you got a 3rd channel there. You've also got a little button there for LED, so do they sell LED kits for these?
I haven't seen a kit, no.
No, because it's, unless, is that the standard Redcat controller?
I don't know, it was my first
I got a feeling it might be actually, I'm going to need to put my glasses on. So we've got the typical throttle, reverse, steering trim, throttle trim, and endpoints. Now that's pretty cool, because you don't normally get endpoint adjustment on an RTR handset, so I like that, that's good. 4-channel actually, there is 4 channels on you, so that's pretty cool. And it does feel quite nice. I mean, in fact, if my RC8X handset can remove the steering wheel as well, that's pretty cool. If my RC8X handset decided to break it. Now I am planning, guys, I'm not going to lie to you, I will run it a few times with the Redcat remote, but owning the handset I do, I'm going to be using my radio link at some point. Let's get this up there. Right, moving on with the car. 110 scale. I've got to say, I haven't done it right, have I? I'm not doing the etiquette. Ready? Ooh.
They have to smell it. Doesn't Tommy say if there's a smell to it anymore?
There is a new smell to RCs. It's normally the smell of money. So it's based, as you can see, guys, absolutely beautiful looking truck, to be honest with you. And the first thing that kind of jumped out to me was, it's kind of got that like pickup truck vibe, but it's also, because of the way the truck looks, it's like a mixture between the Outcast 4S and a Big Rock, and it's got a little bit of everything going on. The one thing I will say I do like here, mind, is the support and everything. Like, you've got roof skids fitted on there straight away.
Yeah.
All the pins are captured with plastic, as you can see. So you're not going to go ripping your body pins through your body. Bumpers are nice and stout. The arms, actually, to be honest with you, huge webbing. Oh, I don't want to break the body here, but huge webbing, and it doesn't feel like a cheap plastic either. Like some plastics, as you know, I've had experience with bad plastics. I know you have. Some plastic straight away, when you kind of feel it, you know straight away it's not going to last 2 seconds.
Like a body on a certain RC I just bought.
Yeah. I know. Again, as I mentioned though, Hobbywing system for a full Max10 now, for under 3.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, because like on my Valkyrie, the pins are tethered.
All right.
This one, I've just noticed that they're not tethered.
Yeah, but have you got support then for your body?
Yeah, it's part of the tether system. There's like this long plastic thing, and then there's like a plastic washer type thing that's on there. And then you put the pin.
But
it's all one. It's all part of the tether.
So to explain though to the guys at home, you've got the truggy version,
Yeah,
haven't
the
you?
trug.
Yeah, which is, I don't think there's any difference other than body. Is there?
I'm not sure if it's the same tire. Maybe it is the same. I know it's different wheels.
I'm 100% different wheels. Because that was the one thing I noticed with the wheels. Should we say sound like Badlands? Essentially, guys, for the tread pattern, from my kind of looking at it, is Proline wheels, really.
Yeah, I just don't know why they didn't put a tether on there.
And one thing I will say,
mine has a tether.
pain in the ass getting this body clip off though. Right, there you go. They are thick, mine. So body clips are nice and thick. Body itself though, and that's one of the things that you mentioned this. Like, so when we were looking at the car, it's nice the fact that they've actually supported all the rear end.
Yeah.
Because there's a few trucks out there that just don't bother.
Especially when you got a pickup body, they always
split here, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does feel kind of stout as well, guys. Body feels pretty tough. The plastics don't feel terrible. I will probably add some sort of protection here, maybe, because other than that, though, I mean, some bodies you pick up and they feel terrible, don't they? You know straight away. The car that you had recently,
I knew as soon as I unboxed, I was like, whoa. This feels like one of those red Solo party cups.
Yeah.
Just crunch.
Yeah.
And yeah, even with shoes, okay.
But lovely looking thing. Really, really nice. Like that. Right. Let's put this somewhere safe. That'll do. As long as the the puppy's coming, we'll move that. There you go. Right. You were the guy really to speak to on this one. Any major problems you've had with yours?
Mine's just been a heat issue.
But is that
with like the ESC, but my temperatures are way higher.
Hugely. So to put this in perspective, when we were speaking to Larry, obviously the first thing he noticed coming into the UK, it's a lot cooler here compared to Florida. Your temperatures are what now? What are they roughly today?
Well, through the summer, today was probably still 90 Fahrenheit.
So
whatever that's so
is that 25, 30 maybe?
Don't know.
It's pretty damn warm. We had -1 this morning, so it's really, really cold.
But it's weird. This vehicle uses whatever, I'm not sure if it's a gear reduction or some type of transfer unit in the gear case.
Yep.
The pinion comes off the motor to another pinion, and then that drives the center diff. So there's two pinions in there.
Oh, so it's got it literally has an idler.
An idler gear.
All right, okay. Any problems with that though when you've run it, or does it seem to work okay?
Seems to work okay, but I think maybe it's just added friction. I don't know. It's just kind of.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why it's not directly connected, but it's weird.
One of the things I noticed, man, considering it was a 4S truck, is the KV, the motor on the KV on the motor is quite low. If you compare that to, let's say, Armour use a 2400 kV motor to get the same sort of, and this is like 1950. 1950 is we're talking. I've got a 6S truck with a 1780. I mean, it's pretty low. That is for. I wonder if you could run this on 6S.
I don't know.
Change ESC. I wonder if it'd take it.
It's damn fast on 4.
What did you get?
I think 60, 62 mile an hour.
Yeah, see, 62 mile an hour out of the box. I know, obviously.
It's at least 60.
Yeah. Shocks feel absolutely awesome. Do feel nice and plush. When you were talking, I feel that I'm going to go down the same route, mine, and just maybe put some slightly thinner, because our temperatures are lower here, so obviously that fluid in there is going to thicken up anyway. So whatever you said that you felt the front end was a little bit
slow,
and it is. I mean, it's not too bad. I don't know.
But when you're driving like 50 miles an hour through the grass, that suspension really
you
needs
need it to come back up quickly. XT90 fitted to the car, as I say, Hobbywing system right the way throughout. You got your Max10 ESC. It's funny, mine, because I've just noticed the receiver box. What the receivers? No, that is a bit of a bitch.
Yeah, because it's all the wires are kind of jammed in there. You have to take the whole thing out, and the wires for the receiver are kind of.
Nice big stout. Motor, what they call it, I can't think of the word, heatsink. Fan looks to be like a 30 mil. Hang on a sec, I just noticed the servo.
It's part of that.
Right, it's not. It's running on a steering rack.
Yeah.
Ah.
There is bearings in there. I know there's another YouTuber that said something about there's no bearings, but there are bearings that are inside of that.
So essentially, on most cars you get like a servo saver and obviously a bell crank, that sort of thing. So this actually has a proper. I don't think I've ever seen one of these on since I've come back to the hobby, because it used to be quite common with some of the touring cars I used to run.
I don't know. I never.
In theory, that should be stronger, because the problem is with a lot of the servo savers is, as you know, you've got that little spring and nut underneath, and often they back off. So that, well, in theory, should be absolutely fine, because your 4S armour, you ever felt the play in the servo?
Yeah, I've had to replace mine.
Terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't like swearing on Chow very often. The servo saver is shit. It's not good on the armours.
The only thing that's weird with this, which I don't understand why they did, is this body mount system here. Your center drive shaft runs through here, and the plastic is just clamped to it.
I thought that was brace. I didn't even know why. So
the brace actually wraps around the center drive shaft, and it just rubs on the plastic.
Oh, well, that's not ideal.
Yeah, I don't understand why they didn't put a bearing in there. But yeah, it's something you don't realize until when you go to do these diffs and you take all that out and you open it up and you'll see the scratches on the drive shaft.
It does seem though, Larry, like you say, it does seem a bit of a chore to get at that diff.
You got to take out all these.
Whereas,
and then you got to do it up front too. So you got to do it, and then like I said, once you get that rack system too, you got to play with it and you get all that stuff. You got to try to get it all back together. You can watch my video. I have a little tutorial on it.
Yeah, guys, I'll put a link in the description to Larry's video on the tutorial.
There's a lot to getting these diffs out. They did not make it easy.
Fixed control arms though, I do like that. No sort of stupid turnbuckles that you can kind of bend like the armors. Again, I'm not, guys, I love my 4S armors, so as much as I'm saying negative things as well, I'm also trying to tell you the caveats of running one of them as well. Fixed control arms, especially with bashing, is a plus. It's definitely a plus, because as soon as your geometry is all set, the fact that these will bend and not buckle or snap, I mean, that's a huge thing for bashing. Tyres kind of got very much, they should bloom quite nicely actually. The only worry about that is when you're doing 60 mile an hour, how bad will they bloom? Because I know on the truggy that you've got, they kind of, it's like a flatter profile, isn't it?
I don't think it was terrible. My thing is, you'll notice when you drive, the servo is very fast.
Ah, okay.
So driving at high speed gets a little
dicey.
So I like those endpoints. Yeah, I had to like dial them in, so I had very little steering.
I'm still pretty chuffed. I gotta be honest. I'm chuffed that I've actually got one of these, because, like I say, I've been looking for UK reviews on one, and yeah, I'll go and dude. Thank you.
Yeah, it was really nice to be able to do that for you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Guys, I'm gonna do some arty-farty videos. I mean, I think the best thing I can do is actually run this tomorrow. So we got a bit of a bash planned. We're going up to Old Dusty. I wanted to show Larry a little bit of around here. Really, what we should have done is gone up to Garth Park and maybe done the first maiden voyage of this truck. But me,
they already made the plans. Yeah,
made the plans. They're done. I'm very, very happy with the price to performance of this, and it's a shame, I think, as UK citizens, we're kind of being undercut and sold a duff version as opposed to what this is. The value for money wise, I mean, if that was on a shelf, let's say in a retailer, put the body, where's the body? Put that on there. You're Johnny No Name walking into a model shop and you're looking for something around about £300.
Wouldn't be that.
No?
Well, not the other stuff. You want 4S brushless?
Yeah, sorry,
10 scale for 300. Most people are gonna laugh at you. Get out of here.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. I mean, I was quite surprised that the price difference that you.
Like, I love my the Mad Van.
Yeah.
Which is still about like 280 US, which is really close to this.
But which one are you going to buy? You're going to buy the Mad Van or this?
Yeah, I'd buy this because the Mad Van, it's a cool RC. It's not as strong, it's shouted, it's not as fast. I think basically just rated at 2S, right? I don't think it.
I
think you might be able
they
to
say it'll do 3S, but then
you probably don't want to.
No, I wouldn't go 3S.
Plastic joint. So you compare like what's out there for brushless. The Mad Van, like I said, it's cool. I love it. It's a good RC for it. I love it. But for bashing and stuff, jumping, I would never jump the Mad Van. It's not gonna. This thing here is tough.
Value for money wise.
See my video, how high I got the thing slammed into a concrete ditch from the air.
What, your truggy?
Yeah.
I seen you jumping it, mind.
Yeah, it hit that.
And on 3S, it took off, didn't it?
Yeah, it cleared.
Yeah, it took off.
I've also had a bad takeoff, and it slammed in that thing pretty good. Concrete.
And survived?
Yeah. I haven't broken a thing out.
But see, now that, again, I mean, there's a few trucks here in the UK within that price point that if it was going to that sort of concrete, it would just disintegrate. And I mean, literally disintegrate. Burst into a million pieces, and then you're kind of left to pick up the said bill.
Oh, that's pretty cool. There's a little Redcat sticking out on the tail.
Oh, yeah. So there you go. I'll do some art, as I usually do. I'll do some arty-farty videos so you can see the truck. I wanted to try,
like even like a little light kind of pops out there a little bit.
Yeah.
And like the hood has a little cowl induction kind of built in.
And
as you sit here and look at it, you start finding all the little details.
Yeah. Even the sort of. See, that's the other thing, Nick. I mean, I like the way the bumper kind of wraps itself right the way around. And with the armour one, the big problem with the 4S armour, let me take this off a sec.
So you even got the protectors here on the shocks.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is 4S armour, like the Creighton, big problem you have, especially when you're using it, is this little plate. Can you remember there's like a plate that comes from the bumper all the way back here? Now, in some of the rough areas that we run, that I'd be replacing them all the time. The difference is with this is it's still part of the chassis, so it shouldn't, I'm hoping it won't anyway, but it shouldn't catch as much, because as soon as that plate caught, I was then kind of ripping screws out of bulkheads and all sorts, and it's a lot of value for money. I really like it. Oh, and that's a cool thing there, adjustable battery.
Sure, yeah.
Which, it's the little things on this that I like. Diffs, very stout though.
Oh, huge.
Are they? What, bigger than like a 6S armour?
No, sure it's bigger. Maybe about the same size, but you're talking that size diff in a 10 scale, a little 4S.
So it should be able to take plenty of abuse.
Oh yeah, they're huge.
70mm hexes. They are metal hexes as well. That's pretty cool. Right, enough jibber jabber. I think the best thing we can do here is do some arty-farty videos. I want to say a massive thank you to Larry as well. What we'll do, guys, arty-farty videos. We'll go heads up and then we'll close the video. I'll see you in a sec. Welcome back, guys. So, yeah, Redcat Valkyrie MT. Really, really happy. Thank you very much for bringing it over.
You're welcome.
I think tomorrow, I was having an argument whether to run this, and I know it goes against everything that I do on the channel, but Larry's convinced me to just take it and be careful with it. I'm not sure that's going to happen. We probably will run it within an inch of his life just to give it a good run, but I suppose then it'll give me a baseline to work off. Because it's not any sort of sponsored video and it's something that's come over, I want you to see the car running as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, little nod. But yeah, guys, as far as the truck though, I think you in the UK we're definitely missing out on something that's really good. Bring Redcat if you're watching the video. Let's start sending cars over here. Don't brand them as PG racing and make them look all crap and rubbish. And yeah, don't do that. It's just bad. Tomorrow, me and Larry are going to be, well, bashing with the boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, before he heads back over on the plane. It's a hell of a trip for you, old dude. Hell of a trip. Just thank you for coming over. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
Right. Until next time, guys, check the box for more videos. Stay awesome. I'll catch you later. From me, from him. Guys, I will put a link in the description to Larry's channel. And obviously, there's Redcat videos. Go watch them. Definitely go watch them. Tons of information and also tutorials. Till next time, stay awesome. See you.